In this video, two projects. First I will make two spacer bars, the same that I made about 6 months ago, and this is of course for the tram people. And I need to cut threads on both ends here. Great work. And another project for the tram association is, for example, this bizarre looking ball thing with a weird bend in it. Now I don't know what it was made for originally, but it looks really old and also very well made. But we use it to tap on the railroad sleepers or ties, so we can hear if they're in good shape or not. And the tram people asked me to make this handle thingy here longer, because it's too short, of course. And I think I will start with making these spacer bars. I need to cut the thread of a pitch of 2.5 millimeters. This is a metric 18 bar, 18 millimeter, over a length of 200, I check on my blackboard, 270 millimeters on one side and 160 on the other side. And because I have two lathes, I will use both. First I will clean up this end here and cut a chamfer with my 60-degree triangular tool here. But it would be nice if I could use this tool to, at the same time, not at the same time, but using one tool to face off and cut the chamfer. And to do so, I need to do a slight modification. If I cut off a little part of this face here, the corner of my tool will stick out a little bit more, which means I can use it for facing operations. I will have clearance here, and of course I have the 60-degree or 30-degree, depend how you see it, to make a chamfer. So let's first shape it in shape. Before I start cutting, it's maybe a good idea to first take off this little insert here. Right, let's install the insert again and see what we've got here. I think that could work. think it works great. Face off and chamfer in one go. I think it was a good idea. Right, let's install it in the Celtic and start cutting threads. To have enough clearance between the live center and the tool post here, I had to change a tiny bit the setup, give a bit more stick out on the cutting tool, so I had to reset my angles and reset my zeros. But now I think I'm ready to start cutting. Let's go for it. That's good. Voila! 2 brand new spacer bars. Now normally when I make this kind of things I try to make them look old. I use old nuts, the old new stock, new old stock, but these two will be buried in a crossing somewhere under the road, so no one will ever see them. And of course I forgot to mention that the main reason why I use these nuts and not the original ones is because these will be invisible. We can preserve the limited stock of original parts. These we can buy as much as we want. Original parts, limited edition. Now to cut this part here, of course there was a lot of flex, and it would be better if I could make them using a follow rest, but for this lathe I don't have. Right, that said, let's turn our attention to this ball idea knocking thing. And they asked me to make it about 150 millimeter longer. And I think I found exactly the material I need to do so. This shank here is a little bit thinner than that one, but we will fix something. So first I will cut off a piece and then clean it up and weld this thing on here. Alright, I made a little bevel on both parts. I think I'm gonna weld them together with stick weld, because I am really not good at it. So a bit of practice could be welcome. That's heavy. As you can see, I started by making 4 little tack welds, and these 3 are okay-ish, and the 4th one is completely crap, big fail. So I have to cut this one back out and make a new one. But after, I have no idea how I'm gonna fill in this pitting idea here. This one and this one with stick weld is really not easy. So I will practice on an easier part, and I will weld this up with the MIG. MIG welding, much easier. Now I didn't do anything around it, no grinding, no nothing. I just brushed it off. And as you can see, made much better. Now it's all good and well to make something, but does it work? Ooh.